just go right ahead.
Can't go off that, gotta go off the official numbers.
Next thing is, because of that census, you know, the big thing that hinged on the census numbers was our road use tax. How much we received from that. So we found out, our numbers went up, and then the state DOT shrunk their number, which means they give us less per capita than they did before. So we used to get $131.50 per person. That was based off of our 2010 census. The new number is $125.50 per person.
There's no inflation.
But we went on persons.
But we went up people, so it's actually, it's still an increase of $34,541 is what it is.
You know, like construction.
It's like
Only gone up
house
3%.
values and not raising taxes. It's
It's like 30 feet of road.
It's not even 30 feet, unless it's gravel.
All right, Cleveland parking lot up there, Cody's
Before we move
up
on
there.
from that, Jason, are you proposing we have a discussion, or you just gonna pull the pin and throw that out there and we'll see where it
All
goes?
the wards?
Yeah,
I just threw it out
all right then.
there. Yeah, I don't know.
If it takes a public petition, how do, we really can't
Some things
initiate.
will, some things won't.
If we're gonna go
If we're gonna
to 7,
We're gonna go
if we're
7.
gonna go
That's
to
the
all
petition.
at large, those take petition. If we're gonna simply do 4 wards and 1 at large, I don't think we need a
Just
petition.
do that.
Yeah, so,
I had never favored all at large, but now, I mean, I'm being forced, I mean,
what did you learn, Mike, that day? Storm Lake is 7, or not Storm, I'm sorry, Spencer's.
We looked at Spencer and Storm Lake, they're in the same predicament, I believe. One of them was 7 councilmen, one of them was 5, all at large.
I believe I think Spencer was 7 and Storm Lake was 5.
I don't like you guys all that well, put 2 more people up here, and I got all that many more people to get along. No,
So really, it's whatever, I mean, the easiest would be just to go to 4 wards and 1 at large and keep it rolling unless the public wants to change that. That'd be the easiest.
okay. So
No.
how do we initiate the
Well-
public and say, hey, if you guys wanna change this, now's your time to,
Most
I don't
of
get how we
you,
should.
most of you go to coffees and stuff. I mean, if it's, you can bring it up there and find out if there is any interest.
But somebody would have to come to the office and ask for it?
We'd have to look back at the exact procedure and what
It's
the
a detailed
percentage
code
of.
section, and I don't have it in front of me,
Okay.
so I don't
All right.
think I should speak too much about
Do
it.
you have any clue how many signatures it
There's not many, because you have to do the same thing.
We
takes?
have
I
to-
asked you how many people voted in the last
Correct.
election, or something to that effect, right?
There's not very many.
And if we did do the 4-in-1 thing, because it's the easiest, it doesn't preclude us from doing something else down the road anyway.
Absolutely, absolutely doesn't work out.
Ooh, that's kicking the can.
Okay, back to Cleveland Park,
You know, so-
parking lot.
Put Mike's cell phone number underneath that one.
All right, they've started, I was just out there this morning, they're pouring concrete, talking to Cody, he anticipated being done, parking lot, sidewalks in there, by Saturday.
The 18th.
Okay. A lot faster than the restroom, which still is not done. Last word I heard is they're waiting on trim work for the inside.
So you do have a contact with the contractor, at least.
That was discussing it with Luke from Schlofeld, who is inspecting both projects.
Oh, so you haven't actually talked to the contractor part of it?
Not lately, no.
Okay. Can somebody be in charge of trying to contact the contractor and ask him what's up? And not being.
I can't, yeah, I can't.
I don't care.
It has been Schlofeld that's been doing it.
I know, but I'm just wanting to know if we actually got somebody on the other end of Schofield.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a part of those emails, but.
No, I understand, I'm just, it's just kind of, if we get through another month and all of a sudden we're in spring and we still don't know it's done, even in spring we don't know it's open.
Okay, C30 asphalt, speaking with Tom Roy this morning, starting tomorrow, they're gonna do the first lift within, which is part of our portion of it, within city limits. And then by the end of day Thursday, that entire stretch from the Owens Road to here will be done. So, as little disruption as possible. There will be flaggers out there. KNS third edition, fourth edition, I wrote that down, fourth edition. If you remember right, that had First Avenue, Second Avenue, Third Avenue. They did First and Second, held off on Third Avenue. Well, they've started Third Avenue. They've started doing that infrastructure.
How long will 18th Street be blocked?
It's been too long already.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I believe all I had there was some, some storm sewer work and then some sanitary work. I don't know which one they're on now. I did talk to Bruce though, and I thought he had, I can't remember what he told me. Next one, I don't know if anybody noticed, but we did a little sanitary sewer extension on the airport, down by the airport. Just to bring up sanitary main to the property that used to be a museum, used to be owned by DeBoer. Now Kyle Klein owns it. That property didn't have city sewer before, so we brought a main up, which will allow Kyle to hook up to that. He will be, just like we did with the other one we discussed, I've already talked to Kyle about, there will be an agreement for where he pays for a portion of that. And then to make the council aware and the public aware, I believe we're already announcing it, we do have our mowing contracts. We contract our mowing of city parks and other areas to contractors. We are out for bid on that. It's been a few years since we've done that, so those are out, and then we'll have those in by the end of the month for next season mowing.
Curiosity, how are those advertised? How do we advertise?
Paper, it's on Facebook, all of our,
Okay.
our social
I
media.
was curious how they were advertised. And how many sections, how many contracts are
Yeah,
there?
it's been broken into two parts.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 parts.
Jason?
Yep. It's too late. Dave.
The votes are in. The first round of redrawn traditional congressional and legislative districts in Iowa has failed.
Okay.
You're right on, Max.
All right.
I don't think they're gonna pass the next one, so that'll be, then it'll be in Christmas.
And then, okay, so I'm just about done. In speaking to Rich, so our old pilot study, that skid has been out there for a couple weeks now. Well, about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, the thing went, stopped running. So that is on hold. They're still trying to determine what caused it to go down. So it looks beautiful sitting out there, but right now it's not doing anything. So.
So in other words, the new council's gonna have to vote for $15 million, $20 million water project. That's not the existing council.
It'll be into the next year, by the time that gets done now.
Good luck with them.
Well, we were told the pilot
pilot study was just a slam dunk.
I know, but he's.
Because it's the same aquifer that
I'm not gonna let.
Yeah, the result, we figured it was just a technicality, because it's required by DNR that would do it. Yeah, we still think it should be, it's just a matter, we don't know, nobody can figure out
exactly why.
why it clogged, it got plugged,
Right.
basically.
Well.
The thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So whether or not it was our water that did it, or it was a malfunction of the piece of equipment they brought up, I don't know.
Or Rich's crew.
Well, it could be. He just crazy.
It's gone, so you can say it.
Yeah. And I'm just getting, in this, I'm just gonna throw out there because I don't know, I want your feelings on it. We just bought that ground. We're getting to the time of year, we've talked about that mounds and mounds of dirt gotta be moved eventually, okay? We're getting to the time of year where, that corn is gonna get harvested and we're gonna be left with what we can actually see what it looks like, okay? Now would be the time if we're going to do some initial topo work on it to get a better idea of what might need to happen in the future. Now would be the time to do it. So I didn't know if anybody was, any advice to whether or not I start contacting somebody.
I'm hesitant to do anything to ground until we have someone who says we want this piece of ground and this is how we want it to look. Why not just leave it in farm ground for the next year until we actually have a party saying.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying we start moving dirt.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just saying that we
Okay.
just get the topo done, so we
Gotcha.
so we
I
know.
apologize, okay, okay.
So when somebody does come, say, if somebody were to come in July, and
February or
there's
whatever.
crop on it,
Right,
we're not having to go out and do topo work at that time?
right.
That's the only reason I ask.
Okay, gotcha.
Good idea.
Okay. That was, that's all I had.
Okay.
Okay, a couple things today. So last meeting I mentioned we were gonna have a call with S&P, looking at our ratings. So we had our call with them, and they did go ahead and decide to do a ratings upgrade for the city. So we went to AA minus, from A plus. So if we do go out for a geo bond issue, we should be able to get more favorable interest rates within the market. In talking with our bond counsel, this is the best rating probably that a city our size is able to get. So it really shows a good sign of good financial health for the city. So
You
just
gotta
wanted to
pull
share
that
that with you
microphone
guys.
closer to you, too.
Okay.
So that was a good sign, just glad to see that. And then the other thing I was gonna mention was our local option sales tax. We just got, what our fiscal allocation is gonna be. Basically, they do it from August through July, and so they were kinda late with getting us our allocation. They changed some of the allocation things, with the census numbers. So our allocation for that fiscal period, is gonna be 1.5 million, which is a little bit of an increase from where it had been.
Actually, what it'd be if Walmart had shelf stock.
Mm-hmm.
If Walmart had all the shelves full, you can imagine what it would be. Okay, anything else?
That's
Sir?
all I have.
Okay. Go around the horn, Mr. Shipper.
No, I think I said enough today.
Sometimes I get that way.
Nothing from me, thank you.
I'm good, I'm good.
Anything? We got a few items, just like, our city administrator, we've got twig and branch and grass site. We are now open through November, weather permitting. Sometimes even when it's poor weather, we're still open. Wednesday, 2 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 2. site will be monitored by staff. It's a great service we provide, and hopefully people take advantage of it.
Okay, so.
Clark, if I have a question, if I could, Clark, you brought up a couple of
Extended
meetings
hours.
ago to expand that time.
Jason, were you gonna address that?
I was just going to.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Jason.
So I was, can we modify? Yes. So it's, do we change something right now, or do we wait till next year? Initial conversation I had was, do we expand the Saturday hours for now, at least until the end of the year? Is that acceptable?
I definitely would like to see Saturday expanded, and then revisited. I think we need more hours, yes, Dennis? But yeah, Jason, I think if we would, Saturday at 2 o'clock, come on. I mean, you know, people are out doing yard work till.
If you went 9 to 4, that would be wonderful.
Initial thought was 9 to 3, but if we want to run it later into the day, if we kept,
Four's as late as you're gonna see, because you're gonna see them start tapering off. at
you know,
2
do we
to
do
3.
10 to 4, do we
Sure.
do 9 to 4?
I think 9 to 4, because I think there tends to be a lot of people up in this town pretty early, so.
Yeah.
Let's just do it that way for a
But the
while.
grass is
and
pretty
monitor.
dewy in the morning, though.
Why?
Well,
Grass
but-
is pretty dewy.
yeah, but if they're picking it up and filling up the truck or their car, when that 10 o'clock hits on Saturday, there's a nice group of people ready to roll,
Busiest road in town.
isn't it? I mean, and if you could make it 9, you might get rid of half of those people and they might still come at 10. So that's the way I like to be at 9.
Thank you.
Second item is odd even parking, Kevin's favorite time of year. So we're gonna start that November 1st, just like the past, and end April 1st, just like in the past. And we're gonna give you more particulars on that the next time. Last item I have is called campaign signs. We're very fortunate that we got a lot of contested races in town. Now, our attorney will tell me if I'm wrong, but campaign signs cannot be in the city right away,
Correct.
period.
No signs are supposed.
No signs, but the campaign signs are showing up in city right away, right now. The second thing is I think campaign signs are only supposed to be up in the area you're running in. So if you're a ward person, I don't think you can have a campaign sign on the other side of town, but we got that happening too. So somebody give me the heads up on that. I just thought I'd bring it up. I don't know why you'd want to publicize yourself on the other side of town when you're running for Ward 1, but that's what I've seen, okay?
We might have to check that, because I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't know. if we're right on that.
Well, I know I couldn't put one in Spirit Lake, so, or, you know, if I was running, so I would imagine the campaign sign has to be in that area.
You probably
could, if you think you're an idiot.
Well, because the next meeting gets awful close to the end, I
Yes,
want somebody to either get that information and give it to Bev.
I think our sign thing just says they cannot be in the city right away. It doesn't say what.
Understand, but I don't know if we've had a contested race in a long time.
Yeah, I think there's timeframes to
Yep.
when they can.
So, that's a great problem to have. I wish everybody well. There's a whole lot of people that went out and got signatures, so that's what I got. Unless there's something else that I'm supposed to know about. Anything else, gentlemen? Okay,
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
we're done.
Aye.
Slam